Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I want to welcome you to our Veterans Day program. At this time, I'd also like to recognize our staff members for their service to our country and our military. Mr. Walden, U.S. Air Force, Master Sergeant, 19 years of service and still active. Mr. Brown, U.S. Army, Captain, 8 years of service. And Mr. Duncan, U.S. Army, Captain, 21 years of service. Thank you, gentlemen, for your service to our country and our school. Thank you. At this time, if you're able, please rise, remove your hats to honor America and those who support our freedom at home and abroad as our choir sings our national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, the land of the free, and the home of the
Today, we are gathered here to honor and recognize American service members past and present. This day of celebration, reflection, and remembrance can be traced back to the conclusion of World War I. In 1918, on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, an armistice was signed, bringing an end to the war to end all wars. To celebrate this victory, November 11th became a universally recognized day of celebration known as Armistice Day, which only honored the veterans of World War I. In 1954, after the conclusion of World War II and the Korean War, Armistice Day was renamed Veterans Day to honor all veterans who have served America in war. Veterans are recognized as men and women who have served or are currently serving in America's armed forces. Today, we honor each and every veteran for their patriotism, love of country, and willingness to leave their homes, their families, and their lives to unselfishly put it all on the line to protect our freedom. So today, it is our privilege to say thank you to all of America's veterans for their courage and exemplary service, to let them know that we are grateful and acknowledge their many sacrifices and accomplishments. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
On Veterans Day, we honor all who answered to a service call. Soldiers young and soldiers old fought for freedom, brave and bold. Some have lived while others died, and all of them deserve our pride. We're proud of all the soldiers who kept thinking of red, white, and blue. They fought for us and all our rights. They fought through many days and nights. And though we may not know each name, we thank all veterans just the same. Now please join me in a moment of silence.
I'm privileged to introduce our guest speaker today. Tyson Warmoth is a Boone County native, growing up in the Thorntown area and graduating from Western Boone High School in 1983. Unfortunately orphaned at age 17, and with few options available, he enlisted in the U.S. Air Force after high school. While serving, he trained as a telecommunications specialist. After his initial training, he was stationed at the Offutt Air Force Base in Nebraska, working at the Strategic Air Command headquarters. In 1985, he was then stationed at Howard Air Force Base in the Republic of Panama. He spent the next 4 years working as a crypto security specialist, and a Spanish translator, with assignments in El Salvador, Colombia, Costa Rica, Uruguay, Paraguay, Honduras, and Mexico. After completing his enlistment in 1989, he joined the Lebanon Police Department, where he is now in his 37th year. Please welcome Tyson Warmoth.
Yes, I went to Western Boone. Don't hold that against me. Like I told the staff, I'd never been to Tri-West High School, and I'll be honest, I held a grudge against this school for years because in 1983, my girlfriend cheated with a Tri-West boy. So it's time, it's been 42 years, we'll let bygones be bygones. So may I ask who in the audience is a veteran? May I see a raise of hands? Outstanding. Again, I want to thank you for this opportunity to speak to you all this honored day. I was a little surprised when Mr. Childs reached out to me. You can find veterans and you can train them for combat and to face our nation's enemies, but try to get them to talk to 500 people. They won't do it. So I get it now. Well, again, my name is Tyson Warmoth, and I like to describe myself as a 6%er. I call myself a 6%er because only 6% of the citizens of the United States can claim the title of veteran. And another time, I was known as Sergeant Tyson Warmoth, United States Air Force. As Mr. Childs told you, I enlisted in the Air Force in May of 1983 and served until July of 1989. I was asked what it means to be a veteran. That's a hard question to answer. The feelings that came to mind are pride, humility, duty, and a bit of sadness. Earning the title of veteran is a life-changing process. So please bear with me as I'm going to recount my own personal journey to where I earned the honorable title of veteran. I share my story with all of you because chances are there is someone here today who is struggling with life and hard times, just as I did when I was your age. You see, I was raised in a single-parent home. My father left when I was 13, and my mother struggled like so many others just to put food on the table. My senior year at Western Boone, just 3 months away from graduation, my mother passed away, leaving me basically an orphan and alone. At age 17, I had nowhere to go, not even sure where the next meal would come from. No money for college, certainly. I had no support structure. I literally had the clothes on my back and an empty stomach. And by the grace of God, I was approached by military recruiters. I spoke to recruiters from the Army, the Marines, and the Navy, each telling me how much better their branch was than the others. You see, it's a competition to get people to join. I had an appointment with the Air Force, but I skipped it to go with the Army recruiter to Fort Campbell, Kentucky, home of the 101st Air Assault. For 2 days, I saw soldiers shooting rifles, firing mortars, rappelling out of helicopters, and honestly, it looked exciting and it looked a lot of fun. And that's it, I decided, I am joining the Army. A few weeks later, as I was walking through the halls of Western Boone, Sergeant Philip J. Personette, United States Air Force Recruiting, saw me and stopped me and asked me why I missed the appointment. And I said, well, because I'm joining the Army. He goes, have you signed anything yet? And I said, well, no, but I'm supposed to this week. He goes, where are you going now? I said, well, I'm currently going to algebra. He goes, well, do you like algebra? I said, no one likes algebra. I was getting a D plus at the time. He says, well, I'll tell you what, if you come talk to me in the guidance office, I'll get you out of algebra. That actually sounded a very good deal to me, so I went with him. And I'll never forget what Sergeant Personette told me that afternoon. He told me the Air Force could make me 3 promises. I don't know if he knew my situation, but the first promise he said, food is free. Number 2, your job will be important to the mission of defending our nation. And 3, you will be a part of a family for the rest of your life. Family. He said the word family. That is the one thing I needed the most at that time. I signed up 2 weeks later. After graduation, I was shipped off to basic training at Lackland Air Force Base in San Antonio, Texas. I was a skinny, scared child. In the next 6 weeks, the Air Force broke the civilian Tyson Warmoth down and rebuilt him into Airman Tyson Warmoth, a proud member of the United States Air Force. They taught me teamwork, duty, history, traditions of the Air Force, first aid, how to shoot, and a myriad of military skills. Where others lost weight, I went from 125 pounds to 138. 195 right now. That'll show you what age will do to you. Every day in basic training was a challenge, and I learned to stay calm and figure things out. I learned to be self-reliant and self-disciplined. I was changed, truly changed, the same way every man and woman who joins the Air Force, the Army, the Navy, the Marines, and now the Space Force. A change that's carried with us for the rest of our lives. This is a part of what makes us veterans. After basic training, I was sent to Shepherd Air Force Base in Wichita, Texas, and was trained as a communications specialist. After training, I was assigned to the 1st Aerospace Comm Group in Strategic Air Command at Offutt Air Force Base in Omaha, Nebraska. And I truly believed this was going to be a boring assignment. I was wrong. Strategic Air Command back then was the command in charge of the Air Force bombers and nuclear missiles. I worked in the SAC command post, an underground bunker 40 feet under reinforced concrete with huge blast doors at the entrance. The command post was designed to actually take a nuclear hit. You see, in the 1980s, we were fighting the Cold War with the Soviet Union. Your parents and your grandparents will understand, but all-out nuclear war was a real threat back then. In the command post, I worked for what we call the gods of war. They were generals and admirals with their fingers on red buttons, and it was a scary time. Upon the wall, there was a lighted sign that showed the defense conditions of the United States. DEFCON 1 meant the nuclear missiles were in the air. DEFCON 5 meant we were all at peace. In the entire time I was there, I never saw DEFCON 5 when we were at peace. And by the grace of God, we never saw DEFCON 1. But when a certain DEFCON level was reached, they would actually shut the doors in anticipation of a nuclear strike. Twice in my time in Omaha, Nebraska, they shut the doors. Now, I was 18 years old at the time. For those of you that are 17 or 18 years old now, consider that. Every time, to know when those doors closed, everything and everyone you loved would be gone within the hour. That's a lot of pressure to put on a kid, an 18-year-old kid. And it's that kind of pressure that shapes you and molds you into the person you'll be in the future. But after 2 years, I was up for reassignment to a new base. I was young and I wanted excitement. In the 1980s, Central America was the hot spot. It was with wars, insurgencies, and dictatorships, and I got my wish. I was being sent to Central America. I was assigned as a communications security specialist and a Spanish translator for the 1978 Comm Group at Howard Air Force Base in the Republic of Panama. And for the next 4 years, I traveled to 8 different countries throughout Central and South America. I saw poverty and the effects of oppressive governments. I saw strife and I saw turmoil and I saw violence. I saw things that are burned into my memory today that I can't forget. These experiences furthered my knowledge that we live in the greatest country, and this country has to be protected. After almost 6 years in the military, 4 of those spent overseas, my enlistment came to an end. And I was torn on whether or not to re-enlist and continue to serve my country. I wanted to remain with my brothers and sisters in the military, for just like my recruiter said, I had a family in the military. And to my fellow veterans, I want you to think of the name of your battle buddy, your shipmate, your fellow Marine, or your fellow airman that you loved like a brother or sister. Think of the holidays spent together. Think of the adventures, the laughter, the tears, and even the traumas that you all shared. They say in battle, you will not fight for the flag that waves above you, but for the man or woman standing beside you. Think of that man or woman you would have sacrificed your life for, knowing they would do the same for you. You can't find that level of love and loyalty in the civilian world. I was truly torn. I loved the military, but I wanted to be a husband and a father and start my own family. An old sergeant took me aside and told me this: "Go home. You did your part. Go home. You did your part." That echoes in my head when asked what a veteran is. What is a veteran? Let me define it this way. A veteran is a man or a woman who puts themselves second and their country first. They are the person who took their place on the wall and faced the enemies of this nation. A veteran is a person who sheds a tear for comrades lost and longs for the brotherhood once felt when he wore the uniform. A veteran is a man or a woman who, after doing their part, came home. So I ask you today, who are you? Will you be one of the strong and the brave? Will you be one of the 6% who take their place on the wall and defend our great nation? Will one day you earn the title of veteran? I share my story with you because it fears me to know that maybe some kid out there is going through the same. Maybe you come from a broken home. Maybe, like me, you've lost parents and you don't know where you're going next, whether you have a future after you leave Tri-West. If you're in that situation, come talk to me. I'll tell you there is a way. There are people who will accept you as family. They'll give you a job, you'll earn good pay, and you'll learn to be so proud. There is a way, and it's in defense of our nation. It's been my honor to share with you. And to my fellow veterans in attendance, I salute you, and I am so proud to serve with you. Thank you very much.
We're going to conclude this afternoon with a medley of the Armed Services hymns. If you are a veteran who is with us today, when you hear the hymn of the branch of service in which you served, please stand so that you can be recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Charles, Ms. Hartzog, for a wonderful performance this afternoon. Thank you to the veterans for their service and service of our country. At this time, this concludes our veteran ceremony. Students, let's please let our guests leave first, and then we'll be dismissed shortly after that. Thank you.